Hi guys, Lily Bean here, and I'm going to show you how to draw a realistic ear. When you have a drawing that's similar to a half portrait, you're definitely going to want to show some ear. So here I have a basic sketch of what you want to do. Depending on what angle you're at, depends on the type of circles you use and how big the circles. I want the ear to be relatively big and standing out, so you want to do a small circle and a little bit of line there. Then down here is going to be another circle. Now, depending on what kind of ear you have, usually that some of them can be a little bit straight with a little bit of gap, or it can be a little bit rounder. So you should have something that looks like this. And then you want to round it at the top and bring it back down. And then that's part of the head. Okay, after you have the basics shape of your ear, you can erase these guidelines. So you just have the basic shape of this ear. Sometimes you might have to kind of play with it around with it so you can get the proper shape. So you should have a shape that looks similar to this. You want to erase this very top part that has a circle and round it off, and then bring it down a little bit. So you have something like this. And then a little bit more definition there so you can kind of see it there. Erase these big lines right here that you see. So then you just have a small indent. Right here for the circle, you want to use that as a guideline. The erasement parts to do a half circle. And circle that like a half circle like this. You don't want to connect them so there's this small amount of space in. Add a little bit of shading to it to make it seem thicker. I'm just using a normal craft school pencil, but I suggest to use a softer blending pencil. I just don't have that with me at the moment, so do the same with up there. And then you want to, depending on the type of ear, depends on the next parts that you add. So I'm going to add this little top here at the part. I add this small little indentation here, and you just want to darken this a little bit with your shading and get a rounder clip with the ear while you blend it in. Make sure it's a little bit darker at the bottom to give the ear more shape. You want to round off the top there, and if you're adding earrings, get a basic outline of the earring. And then just kind of continue reshaping the ear until you're done. So you just want to keep on reshaping it, refining it. You want it very blended out at this part, so you don't want too many spots. So I'm just using the edge of this to help blend out some of the color. And then down here, the thing that helps it make it a little bit more realistic, the thing that helps it is that you curve it down a little bit so you can see some of that attachment there. Add some dark emphasis lines. You want this line right here to be a little bit lighter, but definitely engrave it. And the more right here, you want it to be a little bit lighter than these edges. And then just add some shading to the sides. And then that kind of gives you some of your basic shape. Okay, and then you just want to round some of it off, and then you kind of get a basic shape of the ear. You can change it up depending on the type of ear, like if the ears are more out or more flat against the body. This person has more of ears that go outwards, so yeah. And then make sure that right here in the crease, that when you're with the head, that you make this little crease here to help outline the head more. And sometimes ears will give a little bit of a shade, So, and then right here, since we want this to look more out, do a little bit more of a shade right here. And then right here, there's a little bump. Do the same as like you kind of did like over here. Emphasis on emphasis on a little bit of the darker parts. Erase a little bit, and then there you have it. And then, of course, depending on the type of earrings, you can change the color. I'm going to color these in, except for the very outside, as you see here. Erase any guidelines that you see, and your ear is done. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, please comment down below. Thank you guys so much. Goodbye!